Have you ever wondered what it takes to go from rags to riches in just a decade? In today's video, we're diving into some incredible financial success stories that will inspire and motivate you. Join us as we explore the remarkable journeys of individuals who turn their dreams into reality. So, let's get started. Oprah Winfrey, the first African-American female billionaire in history. Her early life was marred by trauma, experiencing abuse and molestation by two family members and a family friend. At the tender age of 13, she bravely ran away from home, and at 14, she faced the loss of her child shortly after giving birth. Winfrey received a scholarship to attend Tennessee State University and made her mark by becoming the first African-American TV correspondent in the state when she was just 19 years old. Later, she relocated to Chicago, where she embarked on her own morning show, which eventually became known as The Oprah Winfrey Show. She achieved a groundbreaking milestone as the first woman to own and produce her own talk show. The Oprah Winfrey Show enjoyed a remarkable run for 25 seasons, from 1986 to 2011. After concluding her talk show journey, Winfrey founded OWN, the Oprah Winfrey Network. Her estimated net worth stands at approximately $2.5 billion. Do-Won Chang, founder of Forever 21. In 1981, Jin Suk and Do-Won Don Chang immigrated from South Korea to Los Angeles in pursuit of success and new opportunities, facing financial hardships, lacking formal education and struggling with their English language skills. Initially, they ventured into the coffee business but soon realized it wouldn't lead them to success. Don took on various jobs as a janitor, gas station attendant and coffee server to make ends meet for his family. A pivotal moment occurred when he observed that people in the garment industry drove the most luxurious cars. Subsequently, Don opened a small 900 square foot clothing store named Fashion 21, which later transformed into the renowned fast fashion retailer Forever 21. Although the store generated billions in revenue annually, it declared bankruptcy in 2019 and was sold to Authentic Brands Group for $81 million in 2020. As reported by Forbes in 2015, Jin Suk and Do-Won Chang had a combined net worth of $5.9 billion. Leonardo Del Vecchio, whose eyeglasses empire makes Ray-Bans and Oakleys, once lived in an orphanage. Now a multi-billionaire, grew up as the child of a widowed mother who struggled to make ends meet and who eventually sent him to an orphanage. To earn a living, he went to work in a factory making molds for auto parts and eyeglass frames. At the young age of 23, he opened his very own molding shop. That eyeglass frame shop would become the world's largest producer and retailer of sunglasses and prescription glasses, Luxottica, which manufactures brands like Ray-Ban and Oakley. Leonardo Del Vecchio died at age 87 on June 27, 2022. According to Forbes, his net worth was valued at $25 billion at the time of his death. Dolly Parton grew up in a poor family in rural Appalachia. She was born as the fourth of 12 children. Her parents, Robert Lee and Avie Lee Owens, struggled to make ends meet for their large family. Lee was a tobacco farmer and a construction worker who never learned to read or write after leaving school at a young age. Parton's mother was the daughter of a preacher who devoted her life to raising her children. Despite her humble origins, Parton grew up surrounded by musicians who encouraged her ambitions. Her uncle Bill Owens got 10-year-old Parton her first gig on the CA's Walker Show in Knoxville, Tennessee. Parton has been in show business for 6 decades and has won 9 Grammy Awards. Her music catalogue contributes the most to her considerable fortune. Her net worth was $375 million as of 2022, Forbes reports, but the singer is definitely generous with her money. In 2020, Parton donated $1 million to help fund a potential COVID-19 vaccine. Imagine if you could pick just one key lesson from these incredible success stories to apply in your own life. Which one would it be? And how do you think it could transform your financial journey? We would love to hear from you in the comments below. J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter series. J.K. Rowling battled depression, financial hardship and the loss of her mother while raising her child on benefits. Writing became her solace during her daughter's nap time. She faced numerous rejections from publishers before Bloomsbury Publishing took a chance on her. They advised her to find a day job because being a children's author wouldn't suffice. When the first book was released, Rowling's success skyrocketed, She became the first author to reach billionaire status, selling over 500 million copies worldwide and generating $7.7 billion, thanks in part to the blockbuster film adaptations. Rowling's remarkable journey can be summarized in her own words. "You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." George Soros, the hedge fund tycoon that escaped the Nazis, famously dubbed the man who broke the Bank of England, gained notoriety by selling £10 billion worth of pounds during the 1992 Black Wednesday UK currency crisis, yielding a staggering $1 billion profit. Born in Hungary into a Jewish family amid Nazi occupation, Soros miraculously evaded danger using forged documents. Post-war, he moved to London in 1947, funding his studies at the London School of Economics by working as a railway porter and waiter. His destiny led him to the United States, where he became a legendary investor. Soros's immense success allowed him to contribute over $32 billion to the Open Society Foundations, supporting causes like democracy, equality, education, and freedom. If there is one piece of investment advice you could possibly take with you from this story, it should be this. Markets are constantly in a state of uncertainty and flux, and money is made by discounting the obvious and betting on the unexpected. Roman Abramovich, born a Russian orphan, he now owns the Chelsea soccer team. His wealth has mostly come in the form of steel and investments. He owns a stake in the steel giant Everest, the UK's Chelsea soccer team, and Norilsk Nickel. His journey started as an orphan in Russia who left college to become an entrepreneur. It was evident he had a knack for making a profit out of nothing. That was proven during his time in the military when he sold stolen gasoline to army officers for a profit. He liquidated at least 20 different companies during the 1990s, which is what really started his journey towards being part of the Forbes billionaires list. These corporate takeovers were the beginning of his reputation as an investment mogul. With his multiple investments that turn millions in profit, it is fair to say that he has done pretty well for someone who was not left a single ruble by his parents. Steve Jobs, you are probably reading this on a device he helped create. Steve Jobs, born to immigrant parents, was adopted by Clara and Paul Jobs in California, growing up in what we now call Silicon Valley. Introduced to electronics by his father, he constantly tinkered with devices and dropped out of college. He co-founded Apple with Steve Wozniak in his parents' garage, which rapidly became a multi-million-dollar success. Troubles arose as new products struggled, notably the Macintosh's failure. CEO John Sculley's clashes with the board led to Jobs' forced retirement. He later ventured into Next Computer Company and acquired Pixar Animation Studios. Returning to Apple, he led iconic creations like the iMac, iPod and iPad. Steve Jobs, a billionaire, passed away in 2011 with an estimated worth of $10.2 billion. One of Jobs' most famous quotes sums up his own success story. "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. We hope these inspiring narratives have motivated and empowered you to pursue your own path to financial success. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and share it with others seeking their own success story.